Alright, so here we are back fixing cables again. Just had me a good lunch. Welcome back, or welcome. We marked this end when I was checking the cable as being broken earlier today. I had inspected this cable and discovered this end of it was having an issue. Yeah, this connection here seems to be okay. It's not broken. We're going to go ahead and delete this end, and you'll notice it's got a little bit of shrink wrap on that. Well, we'll go and do that all over again. Cut this cable off of here, and I'm going to go ahead and cut the, where's my razor blade? Probably under my, nope, there it is. Nope, there it is. It's right here where it belongs. Let's go ahead and slice this insulation, shrink tubing, whatever you want to call it, off of here. Get rid of this. Alright. Let's go ahead and let's see if we can get some of this insulation off of here. I'm going to cut it nice and short like I need. Being careful not to cut through the ground, the shielding, whatever you want to call it. We're going to have to use the old razor blade on this one. Again, being very careful not to cut through the ground. Hopefully everybody's having a great Tuesday. I had, for lunch today, I had some amazing lasagna flavored soup that was just absolutely remarkable. Good little bit of carb in it with some noodles. Yeah, I got one little piece of that in there. Got way too much cable going on here. Here's the old one. There it is. And we'll go ahead and check this with our new end. See how much. Ooh, that one's on there. Pretty darn good. These new ends come with the springs. I do not like those springs. I usually remove them. And it had a piece of shrink tubing over that, so we will copy that so that this end looks like the other end. If I can get my child-proof box open. Boy, this thing is, that thing is child-proof. Really? You really don't want to open. There it goes. Boy, that thing was on there good. Let's see. Yeah, that's the right size. So we'll cut this down to about, I want to try and make it the same length. Let's just check it with this other end. Oh boy. Okay, so that, yeah, that comes all the way through. So we'll go ahead and measure it. I want it to out to about there. I'm going to cut this with some scissors. Hey, Rody.
I'll put it back there. Yeah.
What's happening, brother? I may have some music coming up tonight. A buddy of mine is visiting from out of town that I played in a band with several years ago. Very good buddy of mine. Let's see, will that go over that? We'll go over that. Okay. So I'm going to leave the original end on here and the original insulation so that the ends of the cable look the same. get that out of the way.
And I got permission to hunt on Smith's land.
And we will hook up this new end on here. This is interesting. This one's been used before. Go ahead and score this up. See what kind of a length we're going to be able to get away with here. I'm going to take a little bit off of these ends to get it to have enough wire to get pinched in the
I'm still a pretty damn good driver. You have to be real careful. Oh yeah, I will. I mean, the offer's there. I think Jesse's gonna come home for the weekend. I like screwing around more than I like shooting stuff. So
there we go. Let's go ahead and fire up our torch. Yeah. It's jam night. Oh, cool. Will you be going live tonight, Rody? And I know I always call you Rody. I am so terrible with names, but I believe that your name is actually Mike or Michael. Am I correct in that? Forgive me if I'm wrong. I'm wrong a lot. Have a little hit of Diet Pepsi here. Okay, I got it right. I blow my own mind. You guys aren't going to go live tonight. Okay, cool. That's always a lot of fun if I have time. I have I'll be working until about 7 o'clock this evening, probably more like 7:30. I have a new guitar student coming in tonight, and my friend Matt, who played bass in a band called Some People that I played with, gosh, a decade ago about. We played, at that time was my beginning in that project. Really super fun band. I did a gig with them recently, completely different lineup, and did a lot of really fun reggae / 90s pop type music, reggae and rock. There we go. We've got our ends tinned. So let's go ahead and get my spare set of hands out. I love having an extra set of hands. It's always cool, especially soldering. It's a little bit loose. I'll tighten that up a little bit. That feels better. So I'm going to grab a hold of this right there. Oh, let me also, before I do this, I want to get a puddle of solder on the shaft here, the ground connection. Yeah, hopefully y'all can see this. My cameraman still drinks pretty heavily all the time, so we're working on that. Typical alcoholic type behavior. Woohoo! Here's what I'm gonna do. I am gonna bend these out of the way so that I can get plenty of heat on here to get this to melt. Yeah, I can't wait. Hopefully Matt can come over. He's moved to a different town, which I think just about anybody who lives here should consider. It's not a very, I don't know, busy place. unless you're a guitar repair technician, then you end up being really busy. So I've got my shrink wrap, my insulator, and my cover that will all attach to this. So we're going to go ahead and push this wire through here. We don't need a ton of wire going through that. I'm going to strip a little bit more off of that. I didn't get quite enough, as you could probably well see. Take a little bit more. You guys have a whole band showing up tonight, Rody? Everybody's going to be there. Nobody skipping out. Okay. Got a really nice connection made there. And now we'll solder. You want to get all the metal that you're soldering to hot enough to melt that solder so that it makes a good, solid weld. And right there's my example of it will always go where you don't want it to go. Never fails. There we go. Hold on to that. And I'm going to do this, given that happened. Hopefully you can see okay. Hope my camera guy is doing a decent job here. Now I'm going to hit this once again with a little bit more solder just to make sure I've got a good solid solder joint. There we go. That looks great. That looks great. Okay, yeah, those are the days, man. That's cool that you guys are all able to get together and everybody commit to having a practice, man. Okay, now I've got a little bit of solder sticking out the bottom side of this, and this is not a typical thing that I like to do, but I am going to trim that out of here. There's not much room in here for error, so I like to any little extra bits of solder, I'm going to trim a little bit off of the tip of this wire that I've tinned already. There we go. And now pinch that into place and give it a little squeeze here. Mama's got a squeeze. Daddy doesn't sleep at night. That'd be a fun one to do. Rody. I don't have a proper crimping tool for these types of connections. Never have. And we'll get this wire pushed down to where we can get a good solder joint and get a nice puddle of solder on here. We're going to heat her up. Woohoo! Looking solid. Looking solid. There we go. Axiom. Yeah. You know what it's like, bro. Axiom, and that's cool. And welcome to the broadcast. Happy Tuesday. Dave, hey, buddy. I hope you're doing well. It's great to see you. Yeah, I'm just repairing a few guitar cables for a client, and we'll see how this all works out. I'm going to go ahead and push this insulation through. Go right to that point, and get my. Now, if you don't have a lighter handy, here's a little trick you can use for shrinking your shrink tubing. You don't have to melt the shit, you just have to get it hot enough to shrink a little bit. Your soldering gun will work perfectly for getting that stuff snugged up. Now, I do have a soldering, or I do have a lighter handy, and I'm going to go ahead and go to that route now. Where are you? Come here. There you are. And this should mimic the other end of this cable pretty closely. It's a pretty good size shrink tubing, so I'm gonna get it good and hot. Make that bad boy stick. And there it is. Gibson released a pedal today. That's cool. I didn't know they were in the pedal making business, but apparently they've gotten into everything. And we'll run this up here, snug it down. I might have to change this top, which means I have to pull this whole end off of it. Got a little bit, look at how that lined up. And I wanted to use this end because it matches the opposite end. And so I'm afraid that that is going to stop it. Now I could, I suppose, grind off the end of that. Might be fairly simple to do. Let's check it, just make sure my solder joints are good. What do you say? And I'm checking it with the instrument that the gentleman that owns the cables, it's his guitar, our Freudian slip, it's his bass. And I repaired the bass yesterday. We'll just see if it works. Who knows? It's kind of fun. Still a little bit warm. Plugged all the way in, and it seems to work.
Would you take a quick peek at this one?
Absolutely.
And throw some picks in it. Maybe we'll find a cheap strap button. Yeah, and it's an 11-year-old. You might be able to sign up a student.
Oh, okay.
That's why I wanted you to put together the package. And
okay. Oh boy, this needs a little bit of love here. I can see that. Nice. All right. So, as happens in most cases, I get into one thing and gotta switch gears. Switching gears. Here we go. Gonna watch a little bit of a setup on a guitar player for or a guitar for a new guitar player. I'm totally excited about. Really super fun. All right, so I've got cables coming out my ears here, and this will be an amp. That will be an amp. Alright, let's put these away. We'll be right back. Gotta get serious here. Take money from you?
I mean, was it not for that?
Very nice.
Did somebody have a party there?
Alright. Alright, so shifting gears. Look at this little half-size guitar. That's a apparently an 11-year-old is going to be playing, and I don't care if you're 11 or 50 or 100 or 25 or been playing for 4 decades or 5. Your guitar should be set up properly. So we're gonna take a little bit of time here and check the setup on this instrument. String action is really high, so we'll check that. But I want to check the neck relief, and it is way too much neck relief. So we will turn the thresher up. We start there. I haven't even checked the tuning on the instrument, but I can already see that the neck relief is far too, there's a banana in it. This is a banana neck. And as high as that was, it's already brought the string action down, just that little move for this youngster. Still a bit high on the string action, just making small moves here. Trying to do my best to not allow my hex key to touch the strings on the instrument it'll leave little marks in there. That's a spot where you could potentially break a string. There you go. Let's check our tuning. Let's stretch him. There we go. This is a part of Welcome to the Bench that kind of gives you a little taste of my daily life. Alright, Clayton, hello, brother. Yeah. Banana neck, yeah. Yeah, good, Dave. Cool. Cool. Every day. So these strings, obviously, when this guitar came in, they weren't stretched. This is a Tanara brand, Chinese-made acoustic guitar. Very affordable. Feeling something kind of strange here on this string. And I think what I have here is a case of, this is where two pieces of string, when the spools rolled out, were joined together. And I've seen that probably 10 or 15 times in my career as a guitar tech. Doesn't happen very often. I just noticed it, and fortunately this one, if it was out in here, I'd probably change the string. But it's here where the pick's going to be making contact, so I'm not too worried about it at this point. That isn't. I don't know what's going on with that. That's kind of strange. There we go. Yeah, there was just a little bit of crud on that thing. Seeing a little bit of debris on there. You see that? That was on that fret. This is definitely not a Fender or an Ibanez or Gibson guitar. So what pedal did Gibson release today? What is it? Overdrive? We need more overdrive pedals in the world of guitar playing. There are definitely not enough overdrive. Alright, so let's check the neck relief one more time. Let's see what we got going here. Neck relief. Still way too much neck relief. So we will tighten this truss rod to get the neck relief appropriate. Then we'll adjust the string action. I will. I don't know what y'all are doing. Now we're talking. Again, this is going to go into the hands of a brand new guitar player, so it's very important that I make sure that this thing feels correct. And this is going to take a bit more work than just a real quick little wham bam. Thank you, ma'am. Yeah, our string action is 8/64 at the 12th fret on both sides of the fingerboard, so I need to remove 6/64 off of the saddle, which means I need to measure and cut this thing. I need to take some off of the saddle on this to get this right.
Okay, we'll just tell him to wait.
Yeah, the string action here is way too high.
Okay.
Are you okay with that?
Yes.
Okay.
Do whatever you need to do.
Okay. Just kids getting it, you know. I want them to keep playing.
11-year-old kid. We'll just make it a positive. He said he's coming back in 15 minutes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And,
cool. I didn't know what kind of time frame.
The cheapest bag that'll work for it.
Okay.
And just make him a nice package and act like a hero.
Yep. I always. Yeah. Okay. So we gotta remove the saddle off of this thing and adjust the saddle height. I need to take 6/64 off of that. Let's see, Clayton, dude. Guitar rig, I had to update it from guitar rig 5 to 6. Good news, it worked. Okay. All the good effects you have to pay. Oh yeah, that's probably the truth. Yeah. Wow. Reaper won't connect to your audio interface. Wow. Really? I might be able to help you with that. Although I am in the midst of that. But if you type what's happening, what audio interface you're using, that will help me help you. I've been using Reaper for going on 8 to 10 years now, and I've hooked it up to every audio interface you could imagine, just about, except for the really expensive ones that doctors and lawyers own, things like that. So we're going to pull the saddle out of this bad boy. And I can see that the machine heads up here are a bit loose, so we'll tighten all that stuff up and make this thing perfect for an 11-year-old kiddo. I would love to see an 11-year-old playing this guitar and absolutely loving it. It's too bad we can't talk over YouTube. That would be awesome, wouldn't it? Probably way too complicated. I suppose I could use a StreamYard stream and invite guests. I should do that. Why don't I? Am I really that dumb that I haven't ever thought about doing that during my Welcome to the Bench broadcast? Because then we could talk about your audio interface while I'm fixing guitars. That would be cool. Okay. Be really cool. Okay. Come out of here. Okay. So here we go. I got to remove 6/64ths off of this. So I'm going to get my micrometer out, I think. There it is. And my Sharpie. Do this as quick as I can. So we're going to Sharpie this bad boy. Cheap one, CAD Connect 2. CAD Connect 2. You should, in Reaper, be able to select in your device settings, go to your device settings and make sure you have ASIO selected, and your CAD device 2 should show up as your input sound card device. Yeah. Oh, I've got my laptop sitting here, so I can totally do that on my laptop and not have to use my cell phone. So I need 6/64ths removed, which would be, let's do the math, 3/32, right? Set that there. And we'll use our, let's zero this, and we'll go to fractions of an inch, and we'll go to 3/32. 3/32. So I need to remove that much material. Oops, you guys aren't watching. My cameraman's still been drinking heavy. And we'll there's my mark. And get my camera guy down here. I like using this as my straight edge because it's pretty damn straight. Again, we're going for the perfect string action on a very inexpensive guitar that an 11-year-old kid is going to get as a gift, or I'm not sure. So now what I have to do, talk amongst yourselves, got to run out to the bench, my sanding bench, and remove that much material off of this saddle, and that will lower that string action down to 5/64ths at the 12th fret, and it will be much more acceptable. We're raining here in Oregon. Well, it's not raining, but it's just cold outside. So I'm gonna put my jacket on. Tuesday night guitar fix chat. Yeah. Hi Tremor. Hello. Welcome, brother. Yeah. Check your check your driver and make sure you have ASIO selected in your options preferences in Reaper. You probably know this already. I'm kind of surprised that Reaper won't talk to your sound card. 3/32 of an inch. That's what it looks like. I'll be right back. I got to go sand this thing down. Let's point you at the guitar here. There it is. Alright. Here we go. Isn't that a cool looking little guitar? Sorry I had to step away. I have my sanding, my belt sander out in the shop. I don't typically do sanding inside here with a belt sander because I don't want to stink up my whole shop with the smell of bone. This is a plastic saddle. They don't generally sand real cleanly. They leave little chunks because it melts, liquefies ultimately. And just scrape it a little bit with a good sharp razor blade. There we go. There we go. I'm going to take a little bit off the edges on this thing. Hope everybody got out and voted today. If you haven't yet, please go do that. Speak your mind. I don't care who you vote for. That's not a subject that I care to discuss in my live streams. If you do care to get involved in that, you can go to somebody else's live stream. There we go. Now, I don't know if I'm going to have enough fall away on this. We'll just check it. If I don't, I'll have to put a couple of little slots in here to make this work proper. But let's tighten them up. And hey, my ear's working pretty good. That sounded like E. We're going to put a strap button on this for the little one also. I think I got this thing pretty darn close. Get these strings going. Okay. Axiom, did you get your sound card figured out? And forgive me for not being... Check for that major third. Love the sound of that major third. That B string is magic. Let's tune her back up. Looking all right. We're looking acceptable here for the fall away behind the saddle. It's fairly short at this point, but string action. String action is much more. Very nice. Very nice. Give these a little tug here. Been pretty cool over the last couple of days. I've helped some friends with sound card issues and getting monitors and stuff to work. And that's why I enjoyed being a part of some of the communities online from all the help that I've received. And the help I've been able to give to those in those communities. And helping people get to record in really stellar quality, from the aspect of sound to the aspect of performance while you're recording. It's been really fun. Spend another $100 and oh well, yeah. CAD Connect 2. Seen those yet? Let's see. Okay, we're almost there, Mike. Are they
What?
back?
Yeah, this is
Okay.
the gentleman right here. I told him we
hello.
were going to make up a nice little package.
Yeah,
for him.
yeah. I just getting her set up just right.
And I don't. They live in Baker. I don't. Do you do Skype lessons anymore?
Yeah, yeah. I can do
So-
online. Absolutely.
Not sure what he's got lined up. I'll find out.
Okay. I will be sure to give you my contact information, and you can. I'll get your info also.
Okay.
This is for
My grandson.
grandson. Okay,
His
and he's
birthday.
11.
Yeah.
Okay. That's excellent.
I don't know how to do Skype.
Yeah.
Yeah, he knows.
He'll know how to do it. I'll send him an email. He'll be on there in moments. Yeah, and I'm currently still doing a lot of them just after the pandemic happened and stuff. And I don't personally teach kids under 18 at my own home. I'm a single man.
Right.
And one word and my
Oh,
career is over,
right.
and
I
it's
get it.
happened.
I
It
get it.
sucks because I'm paying the penance for the wicked nature of other men.
Right.
But I would love to have kids come into my house. I've raised one, man. They're awesome.
Right.
So, that's my, unfortunately.
Yep. Anymore these days, time of day, days.
Yeah. Mom doesn't want to pay the bill or dad doesn't want to pay the bill, and the next thing you know, something gets said,
Yep.
and your life just got
Fuck, yep.
totally fucked. Okay, so it's unfortunate, but the Skype lessons have been really super productive, and I'm not able to actually play guitar right along with them, but I can lead by example just as if I'm sitting in front of them, and the latency is unfortunately it's just long enough that you can't actually play together, which is really the bummer about doing online lessons, but I still do them a lot.
Well, he plays about every kind of damn video game and all that shit, but
Oh.
I can't remember what button does what. So I think he'll probably be all right with the guitar.
Well, here's my first piece of advice for your grandson. If he wants to get good on a guitar, throw the video game in the trash, because he's got to spend the time that he would spend playing video games, playing guitar.
Yeah.
I mean, I honestly, and if he does play video games, 10 minutes a week, and the rest of the time play your guitar. I can't stress that enough. And I was about 11 when I got really serious about playing. I fell in love with it at 6 years old. My dad showed me a couple chords, and of course back then we didn't have video games.
Right.
That wasn't even a thing. So
Right.
there's a lot of distractions in this world.
Yeah, I don't know how to play anything, so.
Put a little strap button on here for you. I love drilling holes in guitars. And he lives in Baker. Let's see. Hats off to you for getting him a guitar, man. This is
Well, I personally
This is-
fucking hate video games. Don't get me wrong, I've had to buy thousands of dollars of that crap throughout 6 kids.
video
and now
game stuff.
and now grandkids, but
Oh yeah, yeah.
I guess one of my sons, he was in the Marine Corps, and that's what he does is fly drone
Oh,
and guided missiles. So I guess it paid off with him to
Yeah.
play those stupid games. But
yeah. I could never serve. Did you serve?
Yeah.
Yeah, I could never do it. I came down. I was diagnosed with type 1 diabetes at 11 years old. But you know, I was a pretty good, not pretty good. I was a pretty good high school student. I did really well, and I made them tell me that they wouldn't let me join. I went in and got a blood test and everything. I was like, no, I'm joining. Well, you're a diabetic. You tell me I can't join. I don't want anyone to ever say, have any ability to ever tell me I didn't try.
Yep.
You know, so I've got family, long family history of military. And my dad couldn't serve because when he was 5 years old, he got his left eye shot out with a BB gun. So neither one of us could serve. I was like, ah.
Well, both my granddad did. My dad's like,
Yeah.
why would you want to do that? He was pissed.
Yeah,
And then pissed again when
yeah.
when three of my kids went in the service. One Air Force, one Navy, and one Marine.
I think this thing will be real good for that youngster. Feels really nice to play. By the time he's 13, if he keeps on this thing, he'll be ready for a full size guitar. That's no question. So if he falls in love with it, you'll know. You will know. Okay, we need to get you a bag for that bad boy. I'm gonna put a strap button on there for him for the strap so he can play standing up. Let me grab a gig bag for you. Actually might be all right for this. Is this a birthday gift?
Yeah. Yep, today.
Today's his birthday. Excellent. Let me wipe this down. Now it's a little bit tight down in the body here, but that's great for this.
Okay.
Okay, let me check that.
When he's not using it, should it be laid down or stood up or hung up or?
I recommend getting him.
Uh-huh.
Does it her?
Yeah.
It's a young lady, a young girl.
Boy.
Oh, okay, sorry. For youngsters, I recommend having the guitar out at all times, 24 hours a day. If they put it in the case, they're not going to see it and they're not going to touch it. They're going to play, they go to the video game. So, what I always recommend are the wall hangers. And it's something else you could get them if they live in a place where they can put a couple screws in the wall.
Yeah.
It is a safe place. I have multi-$1,000 guitars hanging on my walls at home, and that is the best place because the dogs can't get at them, the kids can't get at them, all of that, and it's right in plain sight. Either that or a guitar stand like this.
Okay.
Although that risks getting knocked over. So the wall hangers, in my humble opinion, are the best thing to do, and we do have some here that we can hook you up with. In fact, have you already taken care of everything?
Yeah.
Up at the counter? Okay. Let me go check with Mike real quick. I'm gonna throw one of these in for you. I want nothing more than to see every kid playing guitar instead of video games. That's my my goal in life. Okay, she's all set up and tuned up. And did you? One thing I'm not seeing. I'm gonna put the guitar picks and the strap and everything in this front pocket in here. One thing I didn't see, and the wall hanger. So they may need some help. Make sure you hit wood with this. Don't just put it in the sheetrock. Now I don't see a tuner, and that's one of the most important and first things a student should learn. We do have snark tuners. They're these little guys.
Okay.
They're 15 bucks, and I mean you can download one, put it on your cell phone I don't know if he's got a phone, but I highly recommend having one of these. It just clips on the headstock of the guitar and it stays there.
All right, I'll let him see how much he's going to play it and before I throw
Okay, understood.
anything else at it.
Understood. Okay. That is everything.
I don't.
All right. Let me ask you, if you would. Okay. Let me have you write down your. Oops. That's not in the right spot there. Write down your contact info on there, or parents' contact info, whatever, and I can reach out to them. And I'm gonna give you a card here.
Yes, it is. Hello.
Perfect. All right. And I'm going to give you one of my cards here. I'm going to write a different phone number on here.
Well, what kind of vehicle is it?
And I can be reached at that number anytime. Okay. If he wants to do lessons, have him get a hold of me and we'll do it. I think it's a really good move if he doesn't have people that are around him that are playing much. If Dad plays guitar, or Mom.
I don't think anybody plays, so
Okay.
it's just something that I think he's just first year in junior high, I think, and
Okay.
So they have a music class and
Okay.
anyway.
Did he express some interest to you about playing guitar? Or
Not to me, but to his dad.
Okay.
So, and his dad's fucked up right now. So.
Oh no. Okay. Okay.
So, it might give him a place to go other than watching Dad get fucking loaded.
It is a wonderful, creative way to keep his mind active. He'll never stop learning, and if he really falls in love with it, man, it could open up some doors for him that are unbelievable.
And are you going to put them in, Mike?
Again, I started playing when I was 6. Look what I do.
Right.
That could be his future. You just don't know. So, what's his name? Did you write that on here?
No, I didn't.
This is you?
Yeah, that's me.
Okay.
His name's Kai.
Ty. Okay.
Kai.
K-I-E. Okay. Perfect. That's enough. Okay.
Hey, sorry about that. That's what my phone's just been hanging up on
that's
you.
perfect.
And you're putting them in yourself.
11 years. Okay. Yeah,
I'm not sure. I don't have my phone on me, so I don't have their phone number. So
that's all right. I'll contact you in the next couple of days.
Okay.
And if
probably a week. I'm going in for my back surgery on tomorrow or day after tomorrow.
Oh, well, I wish you the
probably
best.
Won't be very friendly for 3 days.
Okay. I can handle grumpy. That's all right.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, and he's going to get this today?
Yeah, I'm driving over there here.
Okay.
At 5 o'clock, I'm going over.
Let me write a couple things down that you can give him from me. He needs to know the names of the strings on the guitar. I'm going to be as quick as I can. This will allow him to tune the strings as he'll need. Okay. And it's just a great place to start, just learning to tune.
Right.
And my advice, and you can tell them this came from me, pick that thing up and make noise with it. If it sounds terrible, that's fine. He's not going to be a rock star right out of the gate. He could be a virtuoso, we don't know. But
I got a nephew that can't read a note. He can play like no tomorrow.
Yeah.
No matter what you ask him, whether it's old country, old rock, old new rock,
perfect.
he can blow that shit out.
Yeah.
He's, I don't know, he started learning when he's, I don't know, 20.
Yeah.
He's 34 or 5 now.
Yeah. Just mind blowing.
It makes me sick just to watch his fingers move when he's playing, you know. Some of it's like I can't even keep up with watching it, let alone
Right.
moving my fingers with it. And
Right.
don't have that dexteria, whatever the word is. Flexibility.
Flexibility.
Ooh, that.
All right. Well, yeah. Give him a happy birthday from me, if you would.
All right.
I know we've never met, but I wish him the best of luck, and I hope he falls in love with that thing. And I got that thing set up pretty nicely for him. So if that was my guitar, that's what I would want.
All right.
All right.
All right. Thank you.
Okay. Thanks. All right. Cool. All right. Back to fixing cables. Let's see. Which one do we got here? All right. A little shift in the mode there. Hey, Jade. Hi. Welcome. I'm sorry I haven't been too attentive. I'm selling guitars. Let's see. I want to double check. I got now I can kind of relax a little bit here. Yeah, no, not a type 1 diabetic. The military won't. The U.S. military will not, absolutely, under any circumstances, take on a type 1 diabetic. Yeah. Tremor, thanks for tuning in, brother. Drive safe. I hope you made it home already. Yeah.
See you later.
Actually, I've been playing since I was 6, but yeah, I'm curious too how long folks have been playing. All right, thanks for being here, Rhodey. Yeah, they do. Everything goes to 11. All right, so we're back to repairing guitar cables that are potentially bad. Now this one had absolutely no sound at all, so I'm gonna have to check both ends, and I'll fix one, I'll replace one. If that doesn't solve it, I'll fix the other one, and we'll go there from there. I have no idea what end of this cable is bad, although I can, to try and eliminate any we'll find out what lead is broken in this cable. There we go. My cameraman's still been drinking too much. Let's check if we got continuity between these two. Well, the tip is dead. Let's check the sleeve. These are both dead? Are they cross-connected? Really? We got nothing. Zero contact here, and this is a Pig Hog cable, Pig Hog brand. Well, let's dig in. Basically, I'm going to build this gentleman a 1 year old. 1 year old. I like it. Awesome. Been playing a long time. I just fell in love with it really young and gave me something to stay busy with. I still played sports and such, but interesting. I got no signal going through this cable whatsoever. That's odd. odd scenario here. And thanks you all for stopping in today, and everybody who's here and who might be showing up. Let's see. All right. Let's see what we got going here. I'm hoping that there's like solder joints that aren't made or something. Be really cool if open this end up and see that nothing's connected. And I'm really gonna try my best to yep. So we've discovered right there one of the problems. Definitely got broke. And I wonder if that ground was shorted. So we're gonna do a quick repair on this as quick as I can. Woo! Let me that was a close call. I almost cut my finger. That was a close call. That would have been really dumb. Okay, so we definitely have a broken piece of wire here. And the ground seems to be connected pretty well. It's actually connected really well. So I'm gonna go ahead and fire up my torch again. And I gotta wait a couple minutes before that thing heats up. Yeah, that, I mean, the positive tip and the sleeve had, the sleeve, no signal between either end. I'm gonna double check this now. I want to be damn certain that obviously that one piece being broken. Yeah, so that's tragic. Yeah, so the ground is connected at this end, or the sleeve is connected at this end, but the tip of that was definitely broken. So here's my assumption, and that is that at the other end, the ground wire is disconnected. I'm not gonna take that apart until I take this one apart, and I need to put a cover on it. I don't have a new cover that has the Pig Hog name, so I've got to find a piece of wire or shrink tubing. Where did my shrink tubing? Here's my famous shrink tubing. My child-proof box. Oh, which one of these will go over that? We'll just fit over the top of all that. Let's see. Let's see if that will. I don't think this is gonna work. Nope, too small. So we'll go with the big bad boy. We want to use this piece of shrink tubing so that we can match up the ends the way they were done from the factory. Not that this is at all necessary, but let's see if I can. Boy, that baby is tight. Come on. Yeah, and fun looking at it with my. I still need to talk to my cameraman. He sucks. Yeah, there's no reason why Reaper won't talk to that sound card aside from the there's a selection that's been made that is incorrect. Typically, they will use an ASIO driver for your connection, and man, I hope you can get her figured out, because regardless of how much you spent, I don't care. It doesn't matter to me. I own a Scarlett 18i20 sound card, and it works great. It's a really affordable piece of equipment. I've been running that for, oh boy, I think I've had that in my system now for several years. What we're going to do here is 10 there we go. I love the smell of solder. It's awesome. Well, that back a little bit. There we go. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and reuse this this jack, because obviously there's nothing wrong with it. Here's another little trick. There we go. Are you ready for this? Watch what happens here. I got this hole filled with solder, right? We'll heat this up, get that solder molten, and we'll tap it on my bench, and there it goes. Now we've got a nice connection we can make. We've got the insulation, we've got all that done. I am going to cut a little bit off the end of this, so we'll get that out of the way. Pink. A little bit further. Let's make a solid connection here. Ooh, that just popped out of there. Classic soldering mess. This is what I'm gonna do. Get hold of it right there. We're gonna pinch this. Come on. I'll give it a little squeeze. There we go. Nice solder joint. And we're making contact down here at the bottom, so I know you can't see what I'm doing here, but you'll have to Trust me when I tell you. Alright. I love the smell of solder in the morning. There we go. There we go. Looks fantastic. I'm going to bend this up just a bit, get it out of the way. And I'm not going to now let's see if we have continuity from one end to the other. Where's my lead? Here she is. And still no continuity. That's impossible. That's totally impossible. Unless there's a short in this end. Even then, there should be continuity. Still showing zero continuity from the tip. So, okay, so at this point, the time that I've spent to repair this cable far exceeds the amount that that cable is worth. Far exceeds the amount that that cable is worth. So welcome to the world of small business. If I spend a whole bunch of time on this, let's see. So back that. Hold on. Oh my God! Wow, couldn't get a tire rotation done. Personally, I have an amp build that I'm going to be working on. However, that one is has a no deadline. Hey Preston, welcome. Welcome back, brother. Mike, welcome, brother. So here's my diagnosis for this cable. It is broken someplace between here and here, rather than being an end on this cable. It'd be stupid for me to sit here and try and find that. And I only say that because the gentleman's paying me to do this work for him. So this one I'm going to give a negative repair possibility on. He has multiple extra cables, and I think it would make absolutely no sense. I think you would agree, for me to try and figure out where the break is in this. Yeah. Okay. Oh, cool. Preston. So Preston might be on tonight, sounds like. A little later on. I'll always look forward to seeing Preston. By the way, tomorrow night, I know everybody here knows me and knows everybody else. Be sure to check out Preston tomorrow night, his live stream on Wednesday. It's really important that we all get on there and check out what he's got going. Hey, come on in. And then the Foul Crow will be on tomorrow night around the same time. Preston, I think it's 7 p.m. West Coast time in the United States when Preston goes live tomorrow night. So my judgment on this is that this cable is got a break in it someplace. Probably got something stepped on it. Somebody may have stepped on it, or and it may have happened right near the end of the cable. It's hard to say. I don't feel anything yet that feels like it got right in here in this location of this cable. I'm feeling a little bit of a divot, but again, I'm not going to spend any more time trying to fix that. That would be, I think, foolish and a waste of time and money. So I'll recommend that he buy a new cable. And we'll call this one a round file item, unfortunately. And you know, the cool thing is that pig hog cables are not very expensive. And as you can see, they're very well built cables, aside from the fact that even if this was a Mogami cable and somebody set a chair down on top of it and broke it, you just wasted a 20-foot Mogami cable. We had this discussion earlier today. This would have been $100, well, no, probably more like $120 cable that is now in the round file, because the same thing could happen. If physical damage to guitar cables is not ever avoidable. So I'm going to toss that one. So I think with that, I'm going to conclude today. And I also have another question. Forgive me for not answering this sooner. Trehan 68, if you're still here, I bring them on in. I don't know exactly who you are, but I can only assume you're someone that knows me or I've done work for in the past. Bring them in, and I will get them on my bench ASAP. That is always my policy, to turn instruments over as quickly as possible. Yeah. Cool. Yep. 100%. We had this discussion earlier with Doc about cables. I don't care if you paid $300 for it, which would be foolish under any circumstances, but some people have a lot of money and they like to buy really expensive stuff. Like I said, a pair of Abercrombie jeans are no better than a pair of Levi's. Yeah, it happens. So again, my friend Trehan 68, if you're close or in the neighborhood, bring the guitars in and they will get on my bench ASAP. I will tomorrow begin shooting video of the amp build that I'm working on. Probably won't do much of that live. There's so many alternate things that could go wrong, and I have to stay so focused when I'm working on that sort of stuff that and I can do the whole thing as an amp build video and release the video. So that's what my plan is. And goes to 11. Okay. Cool. I'll be here. I'm here Monday through Thursday from 11 to 6. Take that back. Wednesdays I'm here 11 to 2. I have students in the evenings on Wednesdays, and I teach all day on Fridays. Okay. Yeah. I have a what Preston's comment. Okay, trans 68. Cool. I hope to see you midweek. I don't know who you are by that handle, but doesn't really matter. I'll look forward to seeing you. Yeah, four guitars that need to have some attention. That's cool. Mm. Mm. Okay. Okay, you guys. I'm going to get back onto some other business that I need to take care of here at work. We did pretty good. I repaired 3 guitar cables in total today. So, yeah. Axioms, if you need more help with your audio interface, reach out to me via my YouTube channel. My email address is readily available in my About page. So you can reach out to me via that, and I'd be happy to help you get Reaper and your audio interface communicating. I've done it for so many people, and it's always a pleasure to be able to help someone get that done. Okay. Okay. Yeah. On my About page, my YouTube or my email address is readily available right there. If you can't find it, I'm going to leave this stream going. Go ahead and go there. I'm going to go there right now on my own. I want to make sure that I'm accurate because I've had people tell me that they can't find it there. Let's see. So if I just go to set up by Marshall. Oop. Yeah, there we go. I'll go to set up by Marshall. There I am. And I'll go to the About link. Email address right there under details. So you should be able to get a hold of me. And by all means do that. I could probably help you here very soon. So hopefully we'll hear from you. So there you go, everybody. Have a wonderful, wonderful rest of your day. Be sure to vote. I don't care who you vote for. There is someone I would you rather vote for, but we're not going to get into politics. Be sure to vote. I have family who died for your right to vote. So go do that. Peace, y'all.